Hey, it's Eli K. Atlas.
And YouTube is back at it again.
If you're any kind of up to date on all things social media, you've probably heard that YouTube is punishing its creators for existing. Again. You, like me, are probably wondering why. And more importantly, what's going to happen next. More after the jump. Emoji won't be making an appearance today, but hopefully my company will work just fine. So let's get to the nitty-gritty. First, check out the timeline. On September 19, or thereabouts, YouTube announced that it would begin unverifying pretty much everyone, for rather vague reasons. This would negatively impact creators for a variety of reasons. Also see, money. About 24 hours later, the YouTube CEO herself came out and sort of reversed the decision. The keyword being sort of. Brought some rules on what verification means, how to get it, etc. Startling as this wasn't the first time YouTube has played with everyone's emotions. Also see, money. Flashback to early 2017, when the world was introduced to and lived through the phase now historically known as the adpocalypse. Channels that didn't meet some very stringent criteria were demonetized, and twice as many were unfairly flagged and demonetized as well. This is the second most recent time YouTube unfairly raised the bar against their own users. Even my channel got demonetized, although I was impressed. I don't make money off of YouTube, so to speak, but everyone else was having some real problems. So why did they do that? The short answer is huge advertisers, think Disney and Coca-Cola, were pulling their ads off the platform completely due to supposed inappropriate content being generated by creators. If YouTube doesn't get paid, neither do the creators. Fair enough. All things considered, it's a move in the company's own interest, and we'll get back to that later. Around early 2019, some of the advertisers returned, although some of them left again in the middle of the year for a whole other reason. Okay, fast forward to late 2019, third to fourth quarter. Now comes the great de-verification. YouTube decides to raise the bar again, and also decides to retroactively unverify some of its more popular channels, some of which have a couple million followers. So why did they do that? According to the CEO, we'll continue reviewing those channels to ensure we're protecting creators from impersonation. So it wasn't a monetary move, and it seems rather counterproductive to remove all existing verifications in order to protect verified channels from being impersonated by making them indistinguishable from unverified channels. Personally, it just sounds like YouTube wants to raise the bar again, but in whose favor? Honestly, it probably doesn't matter at this point. We all know YouTube is looking out for itself, and they sure use some strange methods to do that. This isn't the first time they raised the bar unfairly, from the aforementioned adpocalypse to the even earlier 2016 algorithm scramble, and it won't be the last time they do it. So where do we go from here? The way I see it, one of two things will happen, but inevitably both will happen at the same time. The first thing being, nothing. YouTube creators are resilient. We've weathered everything from demonetizations and devaluations to channel overregulation. A great many people make their living off YouTube and are more than willing to comply with whatever else YouTube comes up with to make their jobs more complicated. That's just how it is. And also, YouTube is too big to fail. According to a 2017 survey, if that's the right word, almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. YouTube gets over 30 million visitors per month. It'll be hard for people to use other sites more frequently, and plenty already exist now, simply out of familiarity and convenience, and even harder to stop using it altogether. But that leads us to the second thing. A new site will come that will beat YouTube. Now, I said this would be tough, but not impossible. There are two ways I can see this happening. The first is going to have to be launched probably by Google as a replacement for YouTube, or by one of their equally large rivals. Think Disney, perhaps. The other possibility would be something completely crowd and open source, totally independent and original, and it would have to gain a frightening amount of traction in a very short time, perhaps as a legitimate Silicon Valley startup or from the comfort of some kid's home. Actually, I'd bet on this more than a bigger company succeeding in overtaking Google. People don't really want to leave one monolithic company just to go to another. Creators are craving more control and better rewards. It's only a matter of time before they figure out how to get it. And by then, whether YouTube lives or dies, will be up to YouTube. That about wraps it up for this week's video. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Follow me on all of the social media sites here on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, ArtStation, everything in between. Follow the links in the description below because they were made just for you. One more thing to do before you leave is share this video. That is the keyword for this year. Share, share, share. Share it everywhere you are. Make sure you are spreading the video like wildfire or an STD. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click up there in the cards for plenty more videos like this. There's a bunch more where that came from. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode of the For Future Reference vlog, which is what this is if you're not familiar with the format. And make sure you tune in this coming Monday for a speed drawing tutorial or whatever's on my desk. I always make sure I share it with you guys. So let me get your thoughts on the matter. The great de-verification, I don't know if that's actually the term, but I kind of came up with it on the fly. For the circumstances that happened back in, what month is it now? I'm recording this in October, and that happened the month before, so September 2019, at the time of this recording. What do you guys think YouTube, what's really going on with YouTube? What's the point? What's the plan? Let's get a little bit of a discussion going, because maybe you guys are seeing something from a perspective that maybe I'm not looking at it from, but the way I see it, YouTube is eating itself alive. And it's only a matter of time before people come up with some kind of solution that benefits the creators more than the company, because the company is really just looking out for itself. So hopefully you guys took something away from this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I shall see you next week, Friday, Monday, later.
سلام اسمي سمية عندي 16 سنة ساكنة في بنية جديدة هي من المغرب.